Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unplugged Thoughts. Today's story is about how life's challenges often carry hidden lessons. Sometimes we question our purpose and struggles, but every event may be preparing us for something better. Meet Arjun, a young man whose journey reveals a timeless truth. Whatever happens, happens for good. So stay with us till the end to see how one small moment can change a life forever. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Arjun who wandered from village to village in search of the purpose of his life. One question always bothered him. Does everything in life really happen for a good reason? One day while walking, he reached a small village in the hills. There he met a calm and gentle-looking sage sitting under a tree, deep in meditation. When the sage opened his eyes, Arjun went to him and asked, "How do you always remain so calm and peaceful?" The sage smiled and said, "Because I know that whatever happens, happens for the good." Arjun laughed and said, "If I get hurt or face some difficulty, would that also be for good?" The sage calmly replied, "Yes, in time, you will understand it yourself." Arjun found it amusing and continued walking into the forest. As he walked through the forest, Arjun began to feel very hungry. He saw some raw mangoes that had fallen from a nearby tree. "I haven't eaten in a long time," he thought. "Let me eat these mangoes." He took out his knife from his bag and began to peel one of the mangoes. In his haste, the knife slipped and cut his finger. Blood started to flow. Quickly, he took out a bandage from his bag and wrapped it around his finger. He sighed, "I came to satisfy my hunger, but ended up in trouble instead." But fate had something else in store for him. After eating the mangoes, he began to feel sleepy. "Let me rest for a while under this tree," he thought. "Then I'll continue my journey." He sat under the tree and soon fell asleep. After a short nap, he woke up and resumed his journey. He had barely walked a little distance when suddenly, from the bushes, a group of wild tribal people appeared. They were shouting in an unknown language and were looking for a human sacrifice for their goddess. They caught Arjun. Terrified, he trembled and pleaded, "I'm just a traveler. Please let me go." But they couldn't understand his words. They took Arjun, made him bathe, put a garland of flowers around his neck, and prepared him for sacrifice. As their chief approached Arjun, his eyes fell on Arjun's right hand. The little finger was cut from the knife wound. The chief shouted angrily, "This man is incomplete. He cannot be sacrificed. The goddess will be displeased." Immediately, they released Arjun and left him there. Arjun was stunned. His life had been saved only because of that small injury to his finger. He ran back to the village and fell at the sage's feet, saying, "Master, you were right. Whatever happens, happens for good. If I hadn't hurt my finger, I wouldn't be alive today. Until now, I used to curse every small misfortune, but now I understand. There is always some hidden good in every event." The sage smiled and said, "Yes, my son. One should never be afraid of circumstances because every situation comes to teach us something. That is why I always say, whatever happens, happens for good." This story teaches us that in life, there are times when we feel that situations are against us or that we are being treated unfairly. In those moments, things seem wrong. But when time passes and we look back, we realize that those very events made us stronger or guided us in the right direction. Therefore, we should not be afraid of challenges and must always maintain a positive attitude, because whatever happens, happens for good.